So I guess the Love After Lockup producer was sick and tired of us talking about how bad love during lockup was. And they said, we gonna show you better than we can tell you. Because listen, all right, I enjoyed last night's premiere of Love After Lockup. I really did. Child, baby, when I seen the stiff, dry wigs, the ashy skin, the chapped lips, the dentures, and the red coochie cutter shorts. Oh, I knew I was in for a good time. I was like, what the F is happening? Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. Sass here. Child, I'm here for the recap of Love After Lockup. We got some participants. We got some old ones. Okay? I enjoyed this episode. Alright? Now, before I even get started, I'm going to need for y'all to explain something to me. Right off the bat. Right out the gate. What, Renika, I'm not going to go into detail because I ain't going to discuss her and Asanta. But, Renika, you're sitting there, giggling, laughing, hugging, kissy, knowing that this man has another girlfriend that he calls Auntie. You're in the car with him. Phone call was made. Asanta just looks like he was just in a state of shock. Like, is my girlfriend, Auntie, really going to be calling right now? She talking about speakerphone, and she's like laughing and giggling. This can't be real. Right, y'all? Right? Then he was like, put me out. We gonna break up, put me out. You should have put him out, because guess what? He have somewhere to go. That's why he wasn't sweating it. But you was giggling and laughing. Y'all help me out. I don't understand. Is this what the whole season is with these two? You take them back to your place. You can't wait for your back to be blown out, even though that you know that he knows that you know that he know that he got a whole girlfriend. He jumped on your bed with the prison clothes on the white bedding. Kissy, knock, blow out that back, and then he's sneaking out the door. And then he go and meet up with somebody. Okay, y'all help me out. Y'all help me out in the comments. That's all I'm going to say about Renika, child. I can't. I was like, Renika, you know this is on national television. You know that your family, your friends are watching it. Okay, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. I'm officially done. Because some just ain't right. Leave it in the comments what you think. Moving on. Louie. Oh, yes. Melissa is back, honey. Back and better than ever, child, honey. She cannot wait till Louie gets out of prison. As we know, Melissa and Louie went to high school together. He was very popular. He was good looking. You know, she stalked him in high school. I mean, she had a crush on him in high school. Wherever Louie was, you best believe Melissa was behind a tree, a trash can, a car, seeing where Louie was. Honey, she said she fell in love with Louie in high school. She done wore a cheerleading outfit for him, and child, that's the love of her life. Y'all remember when she went to go visit him in prison? She actually went inside of his little when he was out working, child, Melissa is a whole mess, so it's time. Melissa said that, listen, my Louie is getting out. That's the love of my life. I've been in love with him for 20 years. That's my Louie. I can't wait to see my Louie. But there's a little hiccup there. There's also Louie's mother. All right? Now, Melissa lives in New Jersey. Louie is down there in Georgia. Louie's mom does not like Melissa. Okay? She said, that's my baby. All right? Louie's mom said, I'm the one that went to go visit him. I'm the one that put money on the books. I'm the one that took the phone calls. I'm the one that was there when he needed me. I'm his mama. And there's Harley. Ain't gonna be coming up in here trying to take my baby away from me. Absolutely not. I like Louie's mom. I do. I think she's going to be a little too much this season. But I think that as time go by, I think she'll be all right. She said, I'm the HBIC. Don't be coming up here messing with me. But there's going to be a little kink because, see, Louie's mom and Melissa is going to have to take that 3-hour drive to go pick up, Louie. Now, let's talk about the co-participants. Now, we have met some co-participants, family, friends that we don't even want to bother to see or hear again. This, Melissa's family, I don't mind them. I don't mind them one bit because, see, they tell Melissa how it is. Okay? So Melissa goes to meet up with her 2 sisters and her father. All right? Her father don't look like he's in the best of health, but he's still out here smoking. Daddy, Melissa, I'm going to need for you to calm down on them cigarettes. And so the 2 sisters is like, listen, you're late. Why you late? You always late. So Melissa's like, oh my God, you know how it is with Louie. I had to talk to Louie. And so the sisters rolling their eyes, they said, of course. They haven't even met Louie. Okay, I guess they're not familiar with the high school tales. But they're not impressed by Louie. The father's not impressed by Louie. Honey, the father said Louie is a con man. And he feels like Louie is still on the DRUGS's. And so he was like, I gotta go smoke. Melissa's like, why you gonna go smoke, Dad? Why don't you stay here, Dad? Why you smoking? What's going on? Louie. So the dad said, I don't want to talk about it. Your man's on drugs. And she was like, he's not on drugs. And he was like, how you know? Because he told you? Yeah, right. Ha! I was like, get her, Daddy. So the sisters was like, man, Louie don't impress us. Okay? He been in prison. He out here doing stuff he ain't got no business. And he ain't got no teeth in his mouth. I said, no, not gummy. Not ball mouth Louie. I said, No. Not only did they say he ain't got no teeth in his mouth, they said that his teeth is gouged, not chipped. They said you could parallel park in between his mouth. I said, oh no. They said that Louie haven't ate an apple, a banana, an orange, a piece of pork chop in 10 years. I said, he's so cute in the pictures. That's why he ain't smiling. You can see the back of his throat. Melissa said he does have teeth. He has 5 teeth. And they say how he get rid of his teeth. And she says, the Department of Corrections. And they said, what? They said, what Department of Corrections got to do with it? How he loses teeth? And she said, drug use. And they said, bingo. She said, but my Louis isn't on drugs anymore. He's not on drugs anymore. Louis, he's not on drugs anymore. And they was like, I'm here for Melissa's sisters. I'm here for Louis, Melissa, and the mother shenanigans. Okay. All three of them sisters, they look alike. Really pretty girls, and the father is a hoot, so I'm here for Melissa and Louis. Let's move on. Andy and Brittany. Why is it that Andy just look like he just walking around and he ain't showered in a couple of days? Andy just looks so unkept and tired. Time for Brittany to get out, okay? And of course he's ecstatic. He got the balloons and he got the potted plant. He got the money ready. And of course there is her daughter, who is of course excited to see her mom. You know, her mom is finally getting out of prison. What child wouldn't be excited to see their parent out of prison? It would be the best day of their life. So of course, you know, she's excited, and then that son is just there to go back and tell the daughters. Honey, he just going back to give the tea, okay? That's all he cared about. He taking mental notes. So they're sitting, they're waiting on the side of the road, and you know, Andy says that Brittany is the love of his life. He has sacrificed a lot. She will, you know, try to remain sober. He thinks he's making the right decision, and he's ready for this new chapter in his life. And then here comes Brittany. Brittany says it's been a long, long time coming to suck a fool. When I seen her, I said, your daughters may be right. Brittany says that, of course, she's happy to get out. Brittany says that she's been getting in trouble since she was in kindergarten. See, not only was Brittany a menace as an adult, she was a menace as a child. She was up in kindergarten taking them kids chocolate milk and snacks. Brittany said throughout her life she has been getting in trouble with the law. She says that the cops in the town knew her by the back of her head. I believe it. I believe it. Brittany was a whole mess out here climbing out of cop cars. Just a menace. And they caught up with her. She got involved with drugs and she got sent to prison. Now she says that, you know, she want to make it work, you know, with Andy. Word on the curb is y'all already broken up, so I don't know. We shall see. We shall see how far this goes, but child, I don't have much hope with these two. Something about that Brittany. Let's move on. Brittany and Karak. Now, we have seen many participants get out of prison. And they look crusty, dusty, funky, ashy. And it's like, oof, that prison look. When Karak got out of prison, he made sure that he was clean, honey. Fresh cut, glistening face, ain't no ash, no ash. But we have Brittany. Brittany is packing up, getting things ready because her baby is getting out, I think, the next day. She is over the moon excited to get her man. So she is on the phone. She calls her father. Now, her parents are not down with this relationship. Okay. They are conservative. They are Christian, and Brittany says that they're just not accepting of, you know, Karak, the lifestyle, her being with Karak, you know, her being in trouble. It's just been a whole lot. So, you know, Brittany's parents are, you know, having a hard time with it. And also, they don't even know that Brittany and Karak are engaged. I said, oh, Lord. Lord, when you tell them, they're going to have one of those deep sighs, okay? And of course, Brittany wants her parents to accept her relationship with Karak. What child don't want their parents' approval, all right? So she definitely wants her parents' approval when it comes to Karak. But honey, that is a hard hill to climb. So it's time for Karak to get out of Fluvanna Correctional Facility down there in good old Virginia, okay? So Karak gets out with the red shoes. He is just pimping it out, had his box. Brittany said, put the box down. So of course, huggy huggy, kissy kissy. So we meet Karak, and he talks about his childhood. He said his childhood, you know, wasn't balloons and streamers. It was a pretty hard childhood. He was a bad kid, child. Didn't have a good, you know, relationship with his father, because he told his father what he was. And his father said, get the F out my house. That's what you do. Get up out my house. And so Karak said he got up out his house. And that led to a life of crime, child. Some stick-ups, some robberies. He said that Christmas Day, there was like 5 helicopters, 10 cops. I mean, this was like the movie set it off. Okay, Queen Latifah. So anyway, and so he said that he got busted. And he did 7 years in prison, and he's out today. And he says that he is ready to start his life. That life of crime in prison is behind him. He got Brittany by his side. And for some reason, I didn't know this, Karak is a rapper. Brittany said, put a rap for me, baby. So Karak said, let me drop it like it's hot. Karak starts rapping, and I'm like, listen, okay, in love after lockup, rap, people, you did all right. You did better than Renika, okay? You did better than Michael. Cameron, you did a little bit better than Cameron, but child, I guess, honey, I said, okay. So it's time for them to go back home. As we know, Brittany has been staying with his family. Now y'all know I have a soft spot for these reality show mothers. I don't talk about nobody's kids, and I don't talk about nobody's mamas unless it's warranted. And that's just that on that. Karak's mother, she is a delight. A lovely woman. Y'all, I almost started crying. When Karak was with her mom, it was so sweet. And his mom seems like such a sweet woman. She accepts him. She says, that is my baby, and I love him. And I just loved her so much. I was like, oh my God, where did this come from? I mean, such a sweet moment. And she looked at Karak, and she was rubbing his face and telling him how much she loves him and just showing him mother's love. And she looked at him and she said, God, you're so handsome. She said, you are so handsome. Oh, it was so sweet. So sweet. And then we find out that she has breast cancer. And she's going through chemotherapy. And Karak And his mom is talking about that. And it was such a sweet moment. And when Karak and his mom was having that conversation, just the way Karak was looking at his mother, it was love there. You can tell Karak loves his mother. Karak, that is a reason for you to stay out of prison. Right there is your mama, Mama Karak. That is the reason. Brittany, okay, but your mama still being here and she shows you unconditional love. That's the reason why you need to stay out of prison. I just absolutely love that scene. It touched my heart. And y'all, it choked me up a little bit. I was like, you better do it, Mama Karak. And we all know, if y'all new here, hey y'all, go ahead and hit the subscribe if you're new. Welcome to the family. Y'all know F cancer today, tomorrow, forever. All right, and I hope Karak's mom is doing well, and she's fighting it, and she's strong, and I just love it. I love that scene. So anyway. And then later on, Brittany and Karak is going to the hotel so they can get it on. Let's move on, child. Last and most definitely least, Sheree and Anthony. Now listen. When I seen Sheree in those red coochie cutter shorts with her butt cheeks hanging out, and the twirly loop baby hair, and the wave at yourself lashes, I said, okay, all right. Then we seen Anthony doing every prison pose known to man. I said, okay. Then we met his mother, Mama Sharice, and I said, okay, love after locker. See, this is what I'm talking about, Sheree. I think they live in New York. Her and Anthony been together since they were 14 years old. They've been together for a long time. And she said she has loved him since she was 14 years old. Of course, being teenage love, it ain't going to be steady. It ain't going to be ready. You're going to break up one week, get together the next week, break up 1 month, get together the next month. There have been some makeups and there have been some breakups. Okay. Anthony got himself in some trouble and he ended up in the clink. Okay. But she says that she ain't stopped loving him. All right. Anthony is the one for her. Now, her family, of course, they don't co-sign this relationship. They're not down with, you know, her and Anthony being together. And his mama, it don't seem like that she really cares too much for Sheree. When Sheree walked in through that door and her mama was in there, and Sheree's face, she was like, why are you up in here cooking? Mama Sheree said, I can't. I'm going to be up in here cooking, cleaning, doing laundry. I got a key. Try to put me out. She said that Sheree is bossy. She said that Sheree likes to get her way. She says that she don't understand how her son and Sheree is going to get along because he don't like to be bossed around. So, of course, they're having a conversation and Sheree says that she will be tracking Anthony. All right? Y'all, who did that remind y'all of? Everybody want to be tracked. Location on. So she said, listen, okay, I'm going to be tracking him. I'm going to be following him around. He tried to be slick. I know about it. So Mama Sharice was like, Jesus, this is a hot mess. But see, Sheree said she had a secret. Okay. Now, remember when I told you that Sheree's family ain't too keen on this relationship? Sheree's family thinks that Sheree and Anthony are married. family, friends think that they married. Because, see, Anthony, when she really got invested with Anthony, Anthony was still married to his ex-wife. Now, he put it as he thought it was a divorce. He said that it was some paperwork issues. He said that the separation papers, the divorce papers, that he thought everything was signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours, but something went wrong. And when he thought he was divorced, he wasn't. He was still technically married. So instead of Sheree, like a normal woman would be like, oh man, that's all right. I'll just wait until you get divorced after I cuss you out for having all this difficult paperwork technicalities. Sheree, you really believe that Anthony didn't know that he wasn't divorced? You believe that? Okay, that's on you, child. I don't. Anthony know good and well that he was not divorced. He told you that. But I digress. So instead of her was like, okay, well, I'll just wait till you get divorced. She goes as far as to tell her family and friends, not only is she married, she goes online and pays $99 for a fake marriage certificate. So, Sheree, let me get this straight. Instead of you just saying, listen, he was married, I thought he was divorced, I was embarrassed, like a woman would, you go through these hoops and games and lies and actually go and print out a fake marriage certificate because you were embarrassed. Now your family gonna look at you like you got two heads. Like, girl, that's even worse. Who does that? Someone who does that will also say that they pregnant. Y'all know online when them people be printing out those fake baby pictures. Sheree, what's wrong with you? I didn't even know you can go online and get anything, can't you? You can go online and buy and make up anything. That's the craziest thing I ever heard in my life. A fake marriage certificate. And she said, listen, I had to do what I got to do. She says that Anthony is 100% divorced now. And her and Anthony can officially get married. But first, she's going to have to tell her family the lie that she's been telling. That's more embarrassing. Y'all, I'm all for Sheree, Anthony, and Mama Sheree's. I'm all for it, okay? I'm all for Sheree's fashions. I'm all for Anthony getting out of prison. I'm all for it, okay? So, anyway, y'all, that's it. What did y'all think of the episode? If you're new here, subscribe. Join the family, okay? And let's not forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, y'all. Bye!